Everyone, apologies I couldn't be there in person to accept the Think Different award, but I appreciate number one everybody's service in this room, and I appreciate you acknowledging myself and Wisana and my story in the way of breaking down barriers and taking a much needed outside of the box approach to recovering my brain health and my quality of life over the last 7.5 years. I think that the number one thing that TBI survivors need is hope. And the way that I've communicated to my following on this 7.5 year journey about TBI is that we can talk about things that work and that don't work, and we have to, because we have to provide hope to others. I don't know what's going to work for people sometimes, but I give them a laundry list of 30 to 40 things to do and to try, and encourage them to have a positive outlook on life and their injury. I retired in 2015 from the NHL after my 7th diagnosed concussion. I was dealing with things like light sensitivity, slurred speech, headache, head pressure, insomnia, impulse control issues, cognitive issues, problem-solving issues, anxiety, depression, and ultimately suicidal ideation. I remember sitting in my living room. I had a roof over my head, 3 young kids who were all healthy wife, had a car in the driveway, somewhat financially stable. And I thought, this was 2.5 years ago, that I'd gotten to the end of the road, that there were no more treatments for me to try. And the only other solution to unburden my family and to make sure that my kids didn't see me raise them in the manner that I was to go. And luckily, it's always teammates helping teammates, right? I'm sure that everybody knows that in this room. And it was a former teammate that reached out, told me to try psilocybin, come to this farm, and I knew that it was FDA, a designated FDA breakthrough therapy designation, and so the MDMA is in phase 3 for PTSD, and ketamine is a Schedule 3, and so I knew that it could help, and I took that invitation, and that was 2.5 years ago. My life's never been the same. It's constantly improving because I'm constantly working on it. There is, I don't think, going to ever be a point where I'm not trying to get better every single day. The biggest thing that this medicine did for me, and I call it medicine because that's what it is it helped me shift perspective of my world and my injury, allowed me to not fight everything and everybody around me anymore. And it showed me that I was the creator of my own heaven and hell, and that I could shift the way that I was operating and interacting with people, places, and things. And I've never been happier. 6 months into this journey, I got a brain scan that told me that I had no more abnormalities. I'm going to continue to stay on this regimen, and it's allowed me to be able to, speak and communicate clearly, create a company to address problems, to build clinics, because there's treatments right now as we develop these pharmaceuticals. But I'm going to tell everybody in this room that you're looking at a person that will fight to get an FDA-approved pharmaceutical that does not have crippling side effects like other anxiolytics and antidepressants through the FDA process and delivered through our clinics in combination with exercises, supplementation, diet, a lot of the holistic things that other companies will not tell you about. Right now, there's functional neurology. There's a lot of things available to communities that are suffering from traumatic brain injury and symptomology. So I encourage everybody to follow up, and I'll follow up with Chrisanne. And if there's anything that I can do to point people in the right direction, that's my life's purpose, is to just continue to provide hope and hopefully alleviate suffering, both with the patient and the caregiver. And so my wife's open to talking to caregivers, and I'll leave it on this. I'm from Canada originally, 7,500 person town, and I sit here today interacting with people that create our medications and then deliver it through our big healthcare systems. And I'm a 36-year-old guy that has the opportunity, with the support of communities like yours, to be able to influence big healthcare in the way that we treat people in this system. And for that, I'm extremely blessed, and I'll end it there. Thank you so much again for choosing me, and thank you for your service. And no matter what arena that we suffered these traumas, emotional, physical, they're human issues. And I believe that supporting each other through that, we can all get better. Thanks again.